Oh, hey guys, Musical Madison 4 here. Um, Long time no see, right? Actually, I think it's only been like a week, but it feels like so long to me and I have no idea why. It just feels like forever. Excuse my dog Bella on the bed here. Okay, do you ever just have one of those days where you wake up and you're like, okay, I'm going to do this, 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 and this. You have it all set out. You're like, I'm going to be so productive today. And then you sit down for a break and you start to read. No? Does anyone read anymore? I don't know. I have this problem, and it happens all the time, where I sit down and say, okay, I'm going to have a half hour of reading, and then I'm going to get back to work right away and, be productive, get stuff done. And then a half hour's up, and I'm like, okay, an hour of reading, an hour. And then an hour's up, and I'm like, an hour and a half, and so on, until pretty much I finish the book. That's what happened to me today. I actually did get a lot done. I got some chores done, but after my lunch, I sat down for a break, and I started reading this book, Revolution, by Jennifer Donnelly, and oh my god, like, I don't have words to describe the amazingness of this book. Like, I wish that I did, and I don't. Today, I started out, I think I was at page 197. That's where I started today. And I said, Madison, you're going to read, 50 pages. That's it. That's all. Well, I finished the book. Cough. And that is, how many pages are even in this? I have no idea. That would be, if I can find the end of this, 472 pages. So I started out on page 197 and got to page 472. Oh my god. I'm insane. But this book is amazing. Please, please read this book. Please, 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 please. I am a big, French Revolution just nerd. I'm a nerd, okay? I'm a French Revolution nerd, and I love it, and I think it's the most interesting thing in the world. And so I got this book, and I don't know, I'm like, it's summer. Am I really going to be reading about the French Revolution? I learned about it in school. Like, do I really have to do schoolwork over the summer? But I decided to try and read it. So I started out reading this a while ago. I've been pretty bad with my reading lately, so I started reading this. And I think I had to, how far did I get before it got interesting? I think I read to about page 100. That sounds bad. Like, I wasn't interested in this book until I got to page 100. A lot of you probably would be like, oh my god, I'd give up. I wouldn't read it. I would give up. But no. I stuck with this. I'm like, okay, I know I'm going to like it. People have told me I'm going to like it. I just need to just stick it out. I'm a kind of person that likes books where you open it and it's like first page, bam, conflict, done. I know what I'm dealing with. This book, well, page 100, I think it started kicking in for me. But it took me a while to get into it. I didn't like the main character whose perspective it was from. Her name is Andy. I didn't like her at first. She just annoyed me. And then I started liking her more and more, and by the end of it, I'm like, oh my gosh, you are an amazing person. I love you. But I don't know, it's kind of depressing in the beginning. It's about the French Revolution, kind of. I don't know, it's like a book within a book. It's a girl, Andy, who discovers a key that unlocks a diary. This is all in the back, so I'm not going to give it away. This is just what's on the back. I'm not telling you what's happening. She discovers a key that opens a diary written by Alexandrine, who was the owner of the journal. And Alexandrine wrote the journal during the French Revolution, and she was a girl that had lived at that time. So Andy just happens to have a key that opens this diary. So half of this book is the diary entries that she's actually reading, and half of it is what's going on with Andy. And I didn't know if I'd like that at first. I thought, that's kind of weird, like a book within a book. but it's actually really good. And it's very interesting. And I've never read anything quite like it, and I like it. It's wonderful. Oh my gosh, like, just read it, because I can't explain it without giving everything away. It's confusing at times because it's a rather complex story to follow. It is very factual, but factual in a way that it's interesting. Like, the way that the author did this is wonderful. It's not like you're sitting there reading a textbook like, in 1795, yada 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 yada, French Revolution, guillotines, Maximilien Robespierre, stuff like that. No, the way she does it is just really nice, and it makes you almost excited to learn things. Like, I know dates now and stuff that I never knew before. And I am literally kicking myself in the head for not reading this book before my AP European History test this year, because it would have helped me so much. I know all these dates. But, essays weren't on French Revolution, but I love French Revolution. Still would have helped me. It still would have helped me. I should have read this. So any of you out there thinking maybe of taking on AP European History next year, or even just Global 2 or something, read this book. Okay? You will learn about the French Revolution like you have never learned about the French Revolution before, and it's actually fun, it's exciting, it's different, it's a little dark, but it's amazing. Like, I probably said that word 20 times during this. It's amazing, okay? I love it. And I don't know, some people like to take their books that are theirs. Like, I paid for this, and they'll write in them, and they'll highlight things, and I never do that. Okay, I never do that to my books. I don't. This, I don't know if you can see it, I highlighted a sentence in this book. I didn't highlight a lot, but I highlighted one sentence that I thought was important, and oh my gosh. Well, I've been rambling, and my dogs are barking. And I'm sorry that I've been rambling so much, but the point of this whole long rambling thing that doesn't make any sense and that goes on and on and on, read this book. Read this book, Revolution, because it will change your life, it will change your perspective on things, it will change the way you view the French Revolution and life in general for the rest of your time. The end. Cutscene. I'm serious. I'm a nerd. I am a nail polish nerd, and no one knows what that means but me and Kimberly. But I just said it on camera. I'm a nerd, guys. I'm sorry. But read this book about the French Revolution. That's all. Bye! Holy cow, I rambled for 7 minutes. Now it's 8 minutes. This is Bella.